Studio Funk.
This is Hair Kid.
This is QI.
We are Milk Talk, and you are listening to
スタジオファンク。本音と建前の間はこんなにも揺れてる。勝手な優しさはいらない。私本当が欲しい。
Yeah, so just going back a bit, once again, thinking about the first discoveries of you both, it was definitely through your first single, Ah Be Rue, and which, you know, we did go through that story earlier about Zachary Force Funk sharing it on his Instagram, and people like myself saw that through that, and I was just like, what is this? And I looked further, and then to my delight as well, there was a fantastic video as well, which really goes well with the track. And just to point out here, what's nice about this single, you have the original mix, but you also, there's a nice remix as well, which I'm coming to like love even more. Like it's quite funny actually, like I've known these tracks for quite a bit of time now, and I still go back to this fantastic record that you released.
Yeah, that remix, that's by our friends Pascom Music Club, Pascom Ongaku Kurabu, who QI actually, you sang on a track for them, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
On Pascom Ongaku Club, you did a vocal for one of their
Yeah.
songs, right?
Yes, I singing 多分 two or one songs. I singing
Yeah,
in
I remember
the...
you did a song called Seed
Yes,
on
yes,
the,
yes, yes.
I think the EP is called Atrium Plant, which is digital only, but it's kind of like a cool, like acid house song. And yeah, Pascom Ongaku Club, Persicom Music Club, has been really doing great things in Japan recently. They're playing a lot of shows and getting a great response. They've done a couple of songs for Pokemon, actually. They,
Yeah.
they've done like some Pokemon tracks. But some history with them, they actually did a remix of Plastic New York of the original release. The before Milk Talk, I released Plastic New York via Maltine Records, which is probably Japan's, in my opinion, the most legendary online net label.
Okay.
And I didn't really know Pascom Music Club at that time, but the label boss, Tomad of Maltine, said, yeah, we got to get Pascom Music Club on this EP. And I think it was the second remix that they ever did was their Plastic New York remix. So you can hunt that down on SoundCloud. It's got that sort of 90s PCM vibe.
Okay.
So if you like the Ah Be Rue remix, definitely go down the Pascom Music Club rabbit hole. They just released a great album. When was that? Was that this year? Or was it late last year? It's called Dream Blue. It's this really kind of like a concept record of atmospheric drum and bass using Japanese sea and harbor imagery, and it's a really beautiful piece of music. It's not funk. It's more sort of that intelligent drum and bass ambient kind of sound. But yeah, they're doing great things, and we're happy to call them our friends.
Yeah. So when I'm thinking about Ah Be Rue, when I hear the track, I can't help but think about the music video as well. And I really love the visuals that you did there. And I just want to know, like, what was like the thinking behind that? Was that something that you kind of like directed and edited and created yourselves, or did you work with someone else?
So we shot in a small, cheap mini hotel studio because we didn't have the money to rent a studio.
Mm-hmm.
So we put the color seat on the light and set up a synthesizer, and we shot with an old camera. So, and then I was really surprised at how good the footage turned out.
Yeah,
And
that
that's
shoot was really improvised. Like,
I always do big shoot for the work, music videos.
Right.
Yeah, but Milk Talk is a DIY style, so I'm always discovering new things. It's really interesting.
yeah, when we did that, I had never worked with QI on a music video before, which is, that's one of the many hats that she wears, is music video director. So I meet her at this tiny, kind of like sketchy hotel. Like the people at the front desk probably thought we were there to do something else other than make a music video. But QI is like, look, I got this cellophane color film. And I'm like, what are you going to do with that? But then so she starts putting it on the lights, and it totally changed the atmosphere of this little hotel room and turned it into what you see in the Abiru video. It's just dollar store cellophane color film. And it's so cool.
It's so effective. Like, I'm actually just like got it on in the background now while you've been talking. It's amazing now, like breaking it down. I'm like, okay, I understand now. And because when I first saw it, I was like, oh, this is like it. The picture fits the music perfectly, the setting, the atmosphere. it feels very in sync with each other. So you did a fantastic job doing that. So once again, QI, I know you have the skills in your design and art, and now it's good to know that you have obviously the passion as well for doing music video direction.
Thank you. Yeah, なんか Ah Be Rue はなんかそうね、I think listen to music video is too much information, so I want to make a more simple like music video for Ah Be Rue.
Where it was just like the vibe. There's no
Yes.
story.
Yes.
There's no characters. It's just atmosphere.
なんかミルクトークをシンボライズにしたかった。なんかour silhouette とかをあんまりシルエットだけ見せて、
Right.
これがミルクトークのちょっと first release, mysterious first release みたいな
Right.
イメージして。
So you might have been able to understand what she was saying, but basically saying that because it was our first release, keeping a little mystery and just showing our silhouettes and not really revealing who we were was something that she wanted to do and use that as symbolism for Milk Talk. And I love how it turned out. I'm so impressed. There's a funny thing that happened with that video. I decided to try and run it as a YouTube advertisement. And I think I had some like free YouTube advertising, like, hey, try YouTube advertising. So, okay, I'll just put Ah Be Rue as a YouTube advertisement if people watch it. I ran it, I don't know, for like a day or something, just because I wanted to see what YouTube advertising was like. Because we do everything ourselves, and you know, we have to be our own marketers, which I don't like, but it's a necessary evil. Anyway, long after the campaign stopped running, I got a message from YouTube saying like, you can't run this video as an advertisement because it has like obscene or grotesque like sexual content. Like there was something like sexy or dangerous about it. And I was looking and I was trying to think like, what could they have been talking about? There's nothing like that in the video. The only thing I could imagine is I was wearing headphones because I needed to hear what was coming out of the synthesizer to my old Roland SH2 from the late 70s. I needed to hear the notes to make sure I was playing the stuff right for the track. So if you look at my silhouette, the headphone cable is kind of like coming out of my hip area. So they might have thought, maybe someone at YouTube thought my headphone cable was connected to like a naughty place. And they said, you can't advertise it. You can't do, I don't know. Like, that's the only thing I could guess. Because otherwise, like, what's in that video that could be gross or nasty? But so that's my best guess, is that there's a suspicious, it doesn't look like anything though. Like that's still a mystery. So if you're listening to this, check out our Ah Be Rue video and please try to figure out why YouTube flagged this as something that was not available for advertisement, because it was too sexual or like grotesque, because I have no idea.
That's crazy. That is
really weird,
crazy.
right?
That's what I call about going a bit too far in the detail of trying. That's mad. That's mad.
Yeah. I really don't know what they could have been thinking about.
Yeah, but listeners, if you've not checked it out, definitely check out the Ah Be Rue music video. You would not be disappointed. It's fantastic. And yeah, definitely check out the music. It's all available on Bandcamp as well if you're into like getting some digital downloads. But don't forget, it's also available on streams. And also the 7-inch 45s are available where you can get them. I'll say that. Because like I said, the records that I had, they sold quick. So if you're interested in the 45s, you may have to go to the dark side of the Discogs.
Yeah. if you can, come see us live because we do have some 45s for sale here in Japan. I hope they open the border to tourism soon. But we'll see how that goes. But yeah, come see us, and we got records for you, so we're waiting.
Indeed, indeed.
何でも手に入るけど、本当に欲しいものは見つからない。ははえ、ははえ、は、oh yeah, here the here the, ははえ、ははえ、は、oh yeah, here the here the, ははえ、ははえ、は、oh yeah, here the here the, ははえ、ははえ、oh yeah, here the here the, 私の本
in New York, I was an art student. I was making my portfolio every day, but all the students around me were really excellent. So, and I think I was a dropout. So maybe I wanted to escape from my studies. Every night I would go to venue and club. I just looking for fun music. So I met Hairkit. Yeah, and I just remember, sometimes I remember being jealous of the Shiba Inu. Do you know Shiba Inu? Japanese dog. So I met Shiba Inu in New York. Really, I was jealous because I thought they could understand English better than me.
Yeah, like good dog, sit,
Yes.
stay.
Yeah.
You couldn't understand that. Like sit. What do you mean?
Yeah.
But no,
remember.
I definitely had that feeling. Sometimes I even still have that feeling living in Japan. But when I first came here, I couldn't speak the language at all. And the very first time I came, I didn't have a smartphone. So like no Google Translate, no Google Maps. So anytime I wanted to go somewhere, I just like I looked at Google Maps at my friend's apartment and drew like a map in a little notebook I had. I tried to like copy the Google map onto paper.
Old school.
And that was like, some days I just felt like, what am I doing? I don't know how to interact with anyone. Where am I? But I also got to see some of my favorite artists play here in Japan. The first time I came, I saw Soichi Terada, who's like a Japanese house legend. At the time, he was playing as omodaka, which is this really interesting fusion of like chiptune and kind of like Japanese traditional music. So, but yeah, I totally relate to the feeling of the dog understands the language better than I do.
Remember the Shiba Inu face. He's really clever and cool. I remember.
Yeah. But yeah, then we met and we started making music together. And it's kind of interesting because we both moved to Japan around the same time, but separately.
Yes, that's true.
So when I first got here, I wasn't really making any music, but QI and we would video chat and write together. Yes. And we still have demos from that period, but it's not really like Milk Talk style stuff. But the first Milk Talk track was actually Pixelated Girl, which I had started writing back in America, but I kind of imagined like a Luther Vandross type voice, like a really rich like R&B baritone singing like "When I Came Across You Online," you know, like that kind of thing. But I said, QI, why don't you try singing on this? And
Transistor じゃなくて
Pixelated Girl. Yeah. When I came
across you online 見つけたの指間君を覗いてみたい
like this.
Yeah. Like, sorry, Luther.
Wow.
But that's my kind of thing right there. So originally I had some lyrics that were in English, but some of them didn't have the power that I expected them to when she sang them in English. So that's when the lyrics just switched over into Japanese. That song switches between Japanese and English really fast. And we just kind of did that almost out of necessity. But now we still do that. Now QI's English is still very good, and I have a better understanding of Japanese. So when we have songs now that switch between English and Japanese, it's just because we want to. Like, oh, this part would sound good in English. This part would sound good in Japanese.
Right. Yeah, that's really interesting to know, actually, because it does remind me of just hearing like some city pop tracks from the 80s, and some of them are mixed English and Japanese as well. And I always did wonder, like, sometimes, is it because some words just sound better in English, or it corresponds and communicates better in English, whereas some of it obviously is better to have it in Japanese as well?
Well, let's see. QI is a really great lyricist on her own. With Milk Talk, we collaborate on the lyrics, basically. But QI, as a lyricist, how do you feel about Japanese songs where they just like throw in some English words or English parts? Like, why do you think they do that? Is it cool? Is it like...
So now, you means translation のこと?
Or, let me pull up the there's a song I want to play for you guys a little later, which is a classic city pop song, Momoko Kikuchi's Mystical Composer. It's like, I think a lot of people think that's like one of the best city pop songs ever. Maybe top 20. But I think the pre-chorus is like da da, or the chorus is da da da. You just dreamer. Something in Japanese. Da 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 da. 大好きなフレーズを Waiting for you 彼の曲初めて来た夜 Catching for you like they just throw in like random, and it doesn't always make sense. Like, what do you think of those kind of lyrics?
As a lyricist?
Or just as a Japanese person, even,
okay.
and as a lyricist.
So, this style is really usual in Japan. So when I was a childhood, I listening a lot of music like this. So 多分 I think Japanese singer and Japanese track maker at first making a music mixed Japanese and English lyric is really なんか usual やっちゃう感じ
It's kind of
なんか
like
絶対
normal.
そうなっちゃうなんかもし多分 I want to make only Japanese lyric って思ってないと every track maker 絶対 mixed music は English and Japanese しちゃうと思う
Okay, just like how you just mixed English and Japanese when explaining that. Basically, I think you can probably understand, but what she says is that a lot of lyricists in Japan, if they don't decide to make a 100% Japanese song, it's really easy for English to slip in because it's just very common. And since everybody does it, I'm going to do it too, kind of mindset, I guess, or creative, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, that is really interesting. Really interesting.
How's that?
Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
It's like a Japanese program.
スタジオファンク
Special funk.
I could even like just take that studio funk bit alone and just reuse it. Oh,
Yeah,
excellent.
You can use that as your like watermark or your
Yeah.
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 I just remember なんか 2 years ago パソコン music club's work I said real radios like this
Oh
to
yeah.
the Nagoya cities common radio
Oh, like
something.
community radio.
Yeah. Like this.
Oh yeah. What did you say? What was that when you did that?
I'm not. I don't remember now. But my friends stay in Nagoya. He sent me some patterns. My radio voice.
Okay.
Yeah. 多分なんかジングルみたいな。ふーふーふーみたいな。いつもやったや。
Something like that's cool.
Amazing.
Yeah. That's one thing that's different about Japan is that there's very few radio stations here. The regulations are much more strict. So for major stations, you only have like down here there's maybe only 8 of FM stations that you can receive. Yeah, it's really, really heavily regulated. So I listening back to before recording this, listening to some Studio Funk episodes, it made me really nostalgic for some of the more local radio stations I used to listen to back in America, where you would have more conversations like this with more independent artists and being able to hear music that you would not be exposed to otherwise, which made me really excited to record this. And that's why we've been doing this for like 4 hours.
I have to admit, this is definitely hitting the record breaking of like the longest time I've done recordings with a person.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool. If it's too much, I'll keep you posted how it goes. But if I realize it's too much, I might have to do things like remove some stuff, but then release it separately.
Sure.
Release it separately as a separate thing, and be like, oh, here's a bonus part that was like part of our conversations. And
Right. Yeah. I'm sure if you cut it to just the best bits, then it'll be like a real strong show. So.
excellent.
This has been so much fun.
Yes, definitely. You both can fall asleep now, even though you're probably too excited.
Yeah, we're super excited.
Yeah.
Do you want to play Splatoon?
Yeah, I'm a little.
Okay.
What are you playing Splatoon on? You playing it on Switch or something?
Yes. Yeah,
Right.
Splatoon 3 just came out on Friday, so we're both kind of into that. It came out at the worst time because I have so much Milk Talk stuff to do. And so I'll sneak in like 10 minutes here and there. Now's the perfect time. Gonna game a little bit and wind down.
It's funny because I got a PS5, but I'm thinking about getting a Switch now. It's been a long time coming because my friends, they've got Switches and they're like, you gotta get one. And then I just saw like another new trailer the other day for like a new Zelda game, and I was just like,
That's cool.
I need to
now's a great time to get a Switch because Splatoon 3 just dropped, so like everybody's playing it right now. I think in Japan it set a sales record for like in the first 3 days after launch, Splatoon sold the most copies out of any Switch game. So
wow,
it's everybody's digging it.
It's that
so
good.
we're gonna it's fun. So we're gonna go play that. Do a little Milk Talk Splatoon session.
I feel like we could do a separate podcast just about gaming.
Yeah, exactly. That's a whole other thing. Yeah, QI is really into VR chat.
Okay.
I'm not really familiar with that, but that's like a whole other thing.
Yeah, I'm into the VR chat. Really.
Wow.
I'm trying make my own avatar on Blender and Unity using a little bit difficult for me, but it was really interesting.
Right.
I could send you the I still have the QI character blender file for Transistor Lover. You could just use that character.
Yeah, it's too much real, but
Yeah. Yeah. People will be knocking at your door. Oh, it's you. Yeah. So, well, maybe that'll be my VR chat avatar. I'll do the hair kid model from Transistor Lover. Just that's the funny thing. So, yeah.
Excellent. Okay, I'll let you both continue and get into some Splatoon 3. And yeah, thank you. It's been great. Seriously, this has been amazing.
Yeah.
And thank you for.
Lots of fun.
And then we got there in the end with the audio as well. It worked out really well. So thank you for that, Miles.
Yeah. I'm glad it worked out. I'll give you my chain. My mic is running into a preamp, which is running into a compressor, which is running into an audio interface, which is running into my laptop, which is sending audio out of my interface into my other interface in my desktop, which is then going into CleanFeed. So I'm like swimming in spaghetti right now, just cables everywhere. But it worked.
It did work. It worked really well, and it was really good to hear the tracks in time. And yeah, it's good because also we did a lot of good reactions earlier as well. We did a lot of stuff today. It was
yeah. I'm looking forward to the edit. So sorry we gave you so much to go through, but really looking forward to how it turns out.
Yeah, I'll definitely keep you both updated how it goes. Definitely.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I'll speak to you both soon. And
yes.
Enjoy the rest of your evening, rest of your night.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Thanks.
タジオファンク